Hello guys, this is JC and welcome to my channel. We're doing a video today on Star Wars The Old Republic. Not doing our normal walkthrough one. I'm going to do a quick video on the quickest way to level. You might not think this if you've been watching the walkthrough, but that is because I'm taking my time on it and watching the storyline. First I'm going to start off with the basics. So when you are leveling, you will always have a bunch of quests. You should always collect all the quests you can within one area. Once you've done that, you need to look up your map of where you will be questing. Then what you need to do is figure out a basic route through all the quests. This is the way I work things. So for instance, we've got all these at the top here, so I'll work on these and then I'll work my way down through these. I mean, some planets like this one are very self-explanatory, but further on in the game they become more complicated, so you need to put more planning into it. Second of all, when you do get these quests, don't just run on through and just try and collect whatever you can. Make sure you kill things that you see in this area, for example, because there's a big gap there for there not to be anything. So always kill just 3 or 4 things within these sort of areas, because you'll end up picking up a bonus quest. And these bonus quests give out a lot more XP compared to the actual quest. And all you've got to do is just kill a certain amount of enemies, which you will end up doing anyway if you actually collect the quest at the very beginning of the main quest for that bonus quest. Next, I'm going to go on to fillers, or what I call fillers. Coruscant is a level 10 to 15 planet, I think, or 10 to 14. Can't remember which one, but basically that means that you've got to be level 10 to start it, and the quests will go all the way up to level 15. But in my personal opinion, you should start Coruscant at level 15, because then you could do things like the heroic quests like this solo, so you don't have to find a group to do it with, which can take time. So like I said, it's all about efficiency and making sure that you can just do things first time. So like I said, what I do when I first finish the first planet, in this case Ord Mantell, I'll go straight to the fleet, I'll run 2 or 3 flashpoints, and then I'll run maybe 5 or 6 matches of PvP. That'll get me up to level 15, especially if I do the dailies of the group finder and PvP terminal. And it also gets you basic commendations to help you gear up your character, like I have. I'm like level 16 here and I've got a full kitted out character. The only things I'm missing is ears, implants and relics. And as you can see, I'm Valor level 11 and Social level 1. Stats are quite good, and I've even got my companion Treek. Now companions are key to making things fast. If you don't gear up your companion with your character, you'll find defeating enemies takes longer than it should do, so make sure you keep an eye on that as well. Mentioned FPs and PvP. Next, you've got your obvious things. I don't know if I've got any. I haven't either. But from certain quests, you will get. Let's see if we can find them. Experience boosts. When you get them, use them at a timely manner, is what I'm going to say. So, for instance, don't use it when you go on collecting all your quests, because collecting them you don't get the XP, you just get the quest. Use it when you start the actual quest and when you're handing them in. So for example, now I've got all these, so I'd activate it, do all of these, go and hand them in, and by that time I'd be halfway through the 3 hours, I'd imagine, and I'd have earned twice the amount of, well, a quarter more of the XP than I would have done normally. Then last but not least, you've got the events, weekend events like double XP, and just before Christmas there was a times 12 XP event for class missions. Now that was ridiculous. You could do your first class mission on Ord Mantell or Tython or Korriban or Hutter, and you'd basically skip to like level 4 or 5 from one mission. It was absolutely ridiculous, but it was a lot of fun, especially if you just wanted to level up a character as soon as possible. When them events come up, make the most of them. You know, say if it starts on a Friday night, do a few hours Friday night, get up on the Saturday, have breakfast or whatever, and squeeze as much time you can into them because they don't come around very often. Obviously you don't have to be sad and sit there all weekend and do it. I'm just saying, while you're not playing on it, you're missing out on it. So, and since it's only like a 3-day event thing, you'll be missing out on quite a bit. Other than that, there's not much else to it. Just make sure that you grind through the quests, you don't mess about, do FPs and PvP as fillers. Say if you get to Nar Shaddaa and you're 2 levels below what you want to be, just do them to fill it in and make sure you're still gaining the XP rather than waiting. So I hope this has helped you guys out a bit. If you think I've missed anything, or if you think that this video could have been a bit better, just let me know and I'll put in whatever I've missed out. Anyway, Jesse out.